Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates tease Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Misinswood might deliver these 6 chilling words to Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang. This will be following Ridge Forrester's, Thorsten K. ultimate decision regarding Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig. It's clear that Steffy is hoping for her parents' enduring happiness. Steffy is convinced that Taylor is the perfect partner for Ridge, which is why she disapproves of Brooke's ongoing efforts to win back her ex. Brooke's recent dramatic stunt with Eric Forrester, John McCook, has only fueled Steffy's frustration, yet she remains optimistic that Ridge will stay true to his commitment to Taylor. According to B&B Spoilers, it seems Steffy might get her way when Ridge faces the choice between Taylor and Brooke once more. However, it appears Ridge has already made his decision, and he may just need to inform Brooke that Taylor is his ultimate choice. Brooke made her plans clear when she stepped out in that showstopper dress at the fashion show, as Taylor and Steffy peeked out at them, fearing what would come next. Brooke is headed for a devastating loss, leading her to understand that her relationship with Ridge might be irreparable. It appears Ridge will firmly emphasize that he has no intention of rekindling their romance, which will undoubtedly delight Steffy, who wishes for Ridge to be permanently free from Brooke. Additionally, Steffy is eager for Taylor's happiness, so she will likely be overjoyed when Ridge finally moves on from Brooke. Following this, Steffy might seize the chance to gloat about Taylor's triumph over Brooke. It's possible that Steffy will feel compelled to caution Brooke once Ridge makes his definitive choice about the woman he wants to build a future with. That brings us to the 6 ice-cold words that Steffy may say to Brooke in the end. My mom won, now move on. Steffy will likely push Brooke to accept Ridge's rejection and see that this love triangle is officially over. While Taylor and Ridge prepare for a new chapter together, Steffy may urge Brooke to let go of her reunion obsession before it becomes any more pathetic. Fortunately, renewed sparks will fly between Brooke and Nick Marone, Jack Wagner, once he comes back to B&B starting this June. With that in mind, Steffy's victory lap could be a bit premature if Ridge's jealousy eventually steers him back in Brooke's direction. The waves crash rhythmically outside the cliffside Forrester home, but inside, a storm brews with no intention of passing. Steffy Forrester stands at the window, arms crossed, eyes scanning the horizon like a general preparing for war. The sunlight pours through the sheer curtains, but the light doesn't reach her hardened expression. Today isn't just another day. It's the day she says what no one else has dared to say to Brooke Logan. It started with a whisper, a rumor, a glimpse of a private conversation between Ridge and Brooke that left Steffy questioning everything. Her father's recent closeness with Brooke, despite being committed to Taylor again, has triggered every protective instinct in Steffy's body. And with Sheila back in custody and the fashion world calming down, Steffy's attention is laser-focused on the one threat she's never truly defeated, Brooke. She heads to Forrester Creations not to discuss fashion lines or international expansion, but to have a reckoning. At Forrester Creations, the confrontation builds. Brooke Logan stands at the main showroom table, flipping through Hope for the Future's fabric swatches, a faint smile on her face. Hope's line is finally recovering after a disastrous quarter, and she's been proud of her daughter's resilience. She hums lightly, until she hears the unmistakable click of stilettos approaching with purpose. Steffy, Brooke greets her, surprised but pleasant. I wasn't expecting you in today. Thought you were taking some time with the kids. Steffy doesn't waste time. Her voice is cool, clear, and calm. We need to talk. Brooke straightens, her smile faltering. About what? My father, Steffy says, folding her arms again. And you. Brooke's brow furrows, though she's no stranger to Steffy's protective nature. Steffy, Ridge, and I are nothing, Steffy cuts in. At least, not anymore. But I'm not here to debate your history. I'm here to make something crystal clear. Brooke stiffens, setting down the swatch book. What's that supposed to mean? Steffi leans in slightly, her eyes piercing. You may still think there's a future with my father, but I'm here to tell you there isn't. Not this time. Brooke's lips part slightly. Steffi. But before she can say more, Steffi drops them. 6 words that suck the oxygen from the room. You will never replace my mother. The fallout. Brooke is left speechless. Brooke blinks. Once. Twice. She takes a step back as if Steffi physically struck her. The silence that follows is deafening. Words, Brooke's weapon of choice for decades, abandon her. The same woman who once seduced Ridge while Taylor was presumed dead. The woman who moved between brothers. The woman who's always managed to bounce back with charm, vulnerability, and sensuality, now finds herself stunned into stillness. I've tried being civil, Steffi continues, her voice ice over steel. I've watched you slither your way back into Dad's orbit again and again, and I've had enough. This isn't about who he loves more, it's about what he needs, and it's not you. Brooke finally finds her voice, barely. Steffi, I'm not trying to hurt anyone. I love your father. I always have. But loving someone isn't enough, Steffi replies, unflinching. He had peace with Mom. He had stability. You bring chaos, old wounds, and false hope. I won't let you do it again. Brooke tries to regroup. Ridge is his own man. He'll make his own decisions. And I'll remind him of everything he loses when he chooses you, Steffi says, voice low and deadly. Including his children. Taylor's return, a quiet earthquake. Word travels fast. By mid-afternoon, Taylor Hayes returns to Leh from a brief wellness retreat up the coast. She receives Steffi's message, short, to the point, and impossible to ignore. Brooke's trying again. I handled it. Taylor meets Steffi at the Cliff House later that evening. They sit with glasses of white wine, the fireplace flickering as dusk settles in. Did you really say that to her? Taylor asks, a mixture of concern and awe in her voice. I did, Steffi nods. And I don't regret it. Taylor exhales. I appreciate your loyalty, Steffi. I always have. But Ridge has to choose for himself. He has chosen, you, Steffi insists. But Brooke's never let that stop her before. Taylor smiles faintly. Brooke has her flaws, but I don't want this to become a war. It already is, Steffi replies. And I'm fighting to protect you. You've done too much healing to get pulled into another round of heartbreak. Hope's discovery. Lines in the sand. Back at Forrester, Hope walks into her mother's office and finds Brooke staring blankly at a framed photo of Ridge. Her mother's eyes are glassy, her fingers gripping the edge of the desk. Mom, Hope says gently. She said I'll never replace her mother, Brooke whispers. Hope's face hardens slightly. Steffi. Brooke nods, swallowing. I thought things were better. I thought we were, past all this. Hope sighs, walking over. Steffi's always going to protect Taylor, just like I'll always protect you. I don't want this to divide the family again, Brooke murmurs. But it's happening. I can feel it. Hope looks into her mother's eyes. Then maybe it's time to take a step back. Let Ridge come to you, if that's what he wants. Don't give Steffi the satisfaction of watching you fight. Brooke considers this. She's tired of fighting. Tired of being the villain in Steffi's narrative. But giving up Ridge entirely? That's a wound she's not sure she can bear again. Ridge learns the truth. By midweek, Ridge hears about the confrontation from not one, but 3 different people, Steffi, Taylor, and eventually Brooke herself. He sits at home that night, alone in his den, sipping scotch and replaying all their words. He loves Taylor. He chose Taylor. But part of him still feels that gravity toward Brooke, an undeniable pull. Steffi's words echo in his mind. You will never replace my mother. He knows Steffi meant it to protect Taylor. But a part of him wonders, was she also protecting him? Protecting his peace. The next morning, Ridge shows up at Taylor's house, flowers in hand. I'm not here to talk about Brooke, he tells her. I'm here to tell you, I choose this. Us. Again, and every day forward. Taylor doesn't cry, but her eyes shimmer with unspoken relief. Brooke's inner storm, a reckoning. Alone again in her own house, Brooke doesn't answer when the phone rings. She sits at her vanity, brushing her hair, remembering a time when that simple gesture felt filled with possibility. Now it feels like a memory from another life. She remembers all the times she's won, all the times Ridge came back to her. And now, for once, he hasn't. Steffi's words play like a mantra in her head. Not because they hurt, but because they stuck. You will never replace my mother. What if she's right? What if Brooke's version of love isn't what Ridge needs anymore? What if, for once, letting go is the brave thing to do? Of territory, of identity. Because in the end, Steffi wasn't just defending her mother. She was staking a claim to a future where Brooke Logan no longer writes the ending. And maybe, just maybe, Brooke is starting to believe it too. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and BAUTFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.